Hi, everybody. This is welcome back. It is time for art. We're happy to see you guys again. I'm Hersh Petty. I'm your host. Everyone say hello to Allison.
Hello.
Did we start early? Did I start early?
I show 7 p.m. I think we're starting in the right. We're in different time zones. It's 7 p.m. in Chicago.
Gotcha. Okay, so everybody, welcome back. It is the time for art. I'm Hersh Petty. Allison, say hello to everybody out there.
Hello.
And we are live on Facebook, as you know, you'll be watching us, but so we want to know who's out there. So in the comment section, if everybody could say hello to Allison and I don't know, we found out where they were from last time. Allison, what should we do this time?
Yeah, I'd say from wherever you are, come say hi. We can hear places, we can hear what you're doing tonight, we can hear.
Yeah.
I didn't quite cross into Iowa today, but I drove back from Moline. I drove back from Moline, Illinois today.
That sounds like a long drive. Julie Crary's here. We recognize her for sure. Does anybody here, if you have been to all of our live streams, put that in the comments as well. Let us know about your attendance record, because we love you guys so much. Thank you for coming again. Allison, tonight we have a giveaway, right?
We're giving this away. This is our time for art. It's also available on our website. Let's get it behind maybe some white.
There you go.
Our time for art mason jar. Yes.
Yeah. So we're giving that away. It's a time for art cup.
It's what I do all my painting out of.
Yeah, same. This is like, look at all that. Look at that.
It's the mason jar is really nice to kind of clear your brush out on. Like you can kind of dab on the threads of the mason jar. And
I think it's really important for everyone to have one of these time for art glasses, because one time I thought I lost it, but I really just put it away somewhere where it shouldn't go. And I started using actual glasses from the kitchen.
Yeah.
And that was a really bad idea. You see how the paint will, build up and whatnot. It's really hard to get off after a couple days. So get your time for art glass, and they can get them where, Allison?
Well, they're on our website, timeforartsubscriptions.com.
Perfect. So we're giving one of those away.
We are. Okay. We're excited to do it.
So we're very excited. So we were looking when we were thinking about last week, we were going over last week and what we all had done with the wings. We saw everyone who uploaded their photos. Thank you so much for doing that. But there's one that stood out, right, Allison? It was one from Cindy Lyle.
Yes.
Which one do we have there?
We were really excited about this one. I'm going to try and share.
Mm-hmm.
We really liked this one. I'm going to try and share the screen. We're trying to get more into the tech right now. All right, let's see. Yeah. Because we're sharing with the other camera. So let's see if. All right. Can you see it?
Yeah. So that one, Allison, talk about that drawing a little bit, the points that you were talking about and why, how great it is.
I just really like how she understood this this curve right here with the pivot points, and then the opposite curve with the pivot points. And there's some really, we're working from the same diagram, but we looked at two different, it looks like the griffin she was working with on here, but it was really cool. Embraced both, both styles with the same wing diagram that we were working with. And we were just really excited to get past realistic painting for just a moment and get into kind of character art and how that works. And so
drawing a wing up is way different than drawing a wing down. And I would before the time for art, I would have just drawn them as down wings, but I don't know. Great drawing there, Cindy. Thank you so much for uploading that. So today you're the winner of our free giveaway. Yes, congratulations.
Thank you so much for participating all these times and sharing. And when I get the camera back up, here we go. This is what you're getting.
All right. So tonight we're gonna do things a little bit different, guys. we're gonna, Allison and I, Allison talked a lot about how she wants to make sure that this isn't about just copying somebody's art. This is really about creating from your own heart and learning techniques so that you can take them out in the world and be a great artist, not just somebody who, is doing whatever, mimicking somebody else. And so Allison, do you want to talk a little bit about that and what we're going to do tonight, the way we're going to do it?
Sure. Really quick, I wanted to share what I did in the journal this week. I took the template that we were working with, the mannequin template, and I added wings. And I did kind of a self-portrait, the Time for Art Fairy. And I went with kind of more the angel wings, but it's a fairy. And I gave myself a painter's palette and some paintbrushes, and I kind of made it look like me, and said, bringing you art every month. So that's the character. Yeah. That's the character I created. So today's Wednesday Paint Day, and we went through how we were going to try and do Wednesday Paint Day, but what we'd really like to do is take you through exactly how to find our video on YouTube. And it's we have Hershey did the video, and Hershey, if you want to share your painting.
Yeah. So there we go. There
we go. He's not quite done. He didn't quite finish the background, but he did that from the video exclusively. And so what we're going to do is we're going to show you how to scan the code. We're going to show you a few of the techniques that you will do in this. And then we'd really like you to try it and share with us it's I think a 20-minute video. So you can certainly, if this is the time you take to paint, this is a good time to do it. And we'll still show you all the materials you need to get out and all the paint colors you need and a few tips and tricks ahead of time. And Hershey, a couple questions about mixing colors. We're going to do a little demo with that tonight. But we'd really like you to work from this video because it's interactive. It tells you when to pause. It writes out certain instructions. You can go back, and we think it's a really good way to learn this type of exercise. So.
And Allison, the importance of doing the art, your own art from your heart. When I was doing the video, I just have to say I really did feel like I was painting on my own. When the video is going to have these really well-timed pauses, so that Allison will say, hey, pause now, and then that'll give you time to pause and then do some of the painting yourself. And when I was doing it by myself, and Allison's voice wasn't there, and I wasn't watching Allison's hands, I really felt like I was doing it on my own. And so tonight, you guys are really going to feel that. You're going to be able to make art from your heart, do your own thing. So Allison's gonna, you got some paint mixing. And
so we're gonna start with a couple paint mixing techniques, and Hershey brought this to my attention, and I was excited to get to. So first things first, I'm just gonna tell you what materials you're gonna need for today and to paint the owl, hopefully tonight or whenever, or you could have done it already, either way. Get out your reference. This is a picture of the owl you're gonna paint. This is the QR code that you can scan to get right specifically to this video. These are the two colors we're going to use. We're going to use phthalo blue, and we're going to use umber.
Let me jump in real fast to let everyone know that you can scan that QR code from that. And if you're using a device right now, like that doesn't have the QR scanner, I'm going to put the link for you right now in the comments. Go ahead, Allison.
Absolutely. And then I'm going to actually show you right now how to scan that QR code. So I just have my iPad out, and it's on the camera setting, and I'm gonna scan the code just like that. I'm gonna touch that code. And there's the video.
So if you guys are at home right now, go ahead, get your phones out, get your iPads out, do this with us. We're all going to go together to our YouTube page and get to this video. So
yes. Then if you don't want to work from a device that can scan something, and I'm going to go back to screen sharing the other way. We're on YouTube. If you just search Time for Art subscriptions in YouTube, just like this, it brings you, don't worry about them, it brings you to our 2 live videos that we have up here. And so this is the owl, this is the moth. We're gonna go with the owl. Okay, we're doing the owl. So I'll go back to Okay, so we're back here. So everyone knows how to get to the video. From there, Hershey had a really nice question about, we say a drop, a double drop, things like that. How big is a drop of paint when we reference it, right? Well, I measure in frozen peas.
Yes, I love this trick. Sorry, I was in the comments for a minute. Sorry about that.
Excellent. So we measure in frozen peas. So a drop is roughly the size. So if I say 2 drops, and I'd say it's the bigger of these peas because it looks like peas come in a few different sizes, but let's go with these. So if I want to mix, and in this instance, the kind of cool tones of the phthalo blue and the kind of warmer orangey tones in the raw umber make this almost black color.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go ahead and mix these. And I just put a little bit of water on my brush to mix these. And here's this really dark, rich black color we kind of work with. And that's with kind of a pea size.
And you guys will see
of each
too that
one.
the video you're about to do, she's going to ask you in the very beginning to get 2 drops of blue and then 2 drops of brown, and then each add one in it. You'll see. But
Yeah.
when she does
So,
that, it's about the size of a frozen
About the
pea.
size, yeah, of a frozen pea. Now, sometimes we'll say, okay, you want 2 drops of raw umber and 1 drop of phthalo blue. So that's roughly 3 peas, right?
That's right.
Here's another pea. Roughly 3 peas. And this is going to be more brown than blue.
And the background tonight, you guys will see it's such a cool black that is made with these 2.
Yeah. And so sometimes because these kind of, because it's so saturated, look like kind of, I'm gonna go ahead and wash my brush out. Look like the same color right now. I'm gonna add a drop of white to each one of these just to kind of see what these look like.
Color mixing 101.
And so this is going to be closest to our gray because I just added white to it and it's like a black. So that's this kind of very natural looking gray that we use. And then this one's going to be more brown than blue probably because it has more brown than blue in it.
And because this incredible painting is made with just 2 colors.
2 colors and white.
Yeah, you'll be remixing it. You'll be mixing blues and browns with white at the beginning and the end. So, and all throughout, I guess, when you're making those browns. Some of the browns.
This one's more brown than this one is. You can kind of see that. Now, another technique we do in this painting is kind of a wet on wet when we go to do the I'm gonna show it with this. When we go to do the background, and so we just do like a wet on wet mix. And so I'm gonna just start with some of those just straight up blue, just so you can see it, just like this. And we just get that nice and wet. And especially this edge, I'm going to add a little bit more water too. And then I'm going to massage this kind of brown tone that we mixed right into that. Add a little bit more water to the transition point. And then I kind of work that water in one direction that way. And I like to clean out my brush in between those tones because we're going for a very specific transition. So that right there is how the background gets mixed.
Can you put a little more light on that? Let's see I want to see the different colors there.
Does that help or hurt?
Let me see. That's good.
We're having a.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay.
Good job. Yeah. Excellent.
All right. How's that helping? Can we see that a little bit better? Very soft transition. Better again?
There you go. There you go. Thank you. Thank you.
There you go. Okay. light.
So yeah, do you have any other tips, Allison? Are we ready
Sure.
to say goodbye to them and send them on their way?
Absolutely. The next thing I want to show is we talk about pulling a line, and it's always easier to pull a line than it is to push a line. So you want to get your brush, you want to get some paint on your brush. You also want this to be really wet, and kind of get your tip as pointy as possible. I'm just rolling it around. And to get a really clean line, you want to pull it towards you. And then you can use more of the tip if you need, if you want to do a smaller line.
Can you show us what it looks like to push a line?
I mean, like that.
Yeah.
Same thing with curves. If you want to work around a curve, you're going to pull it at you. Kind of like that. And then maybe paint the inside. And you can kind of practice this all day long, but I'd say move and always bring it towards you. That's another good technique. Are the stars in the painting are done like this. So
that's the last part. That's what I'm missing.
He's coming. You will. You look at there. And you just take your brush and you just almost perpendicular to the paper and drop it right on there. And then
you do there? You put it in just one color, or did you put the white in there yet? No.
I will show that next. So we're just dropping it in just to make kind of a circle just like that. And then the way we make it kind of a star or snow, but I was kind of going for different colored stars.
Yeah, sure.
A little bit of fantasy is we lightened that same color.
You pull your palette onto the.
Yes. So we lighten that same color like this. And then we just go for the middle of that star and we drop it right in the middle.
So it's not exactly white. It's just a lighter version of that color.
A lighter version of that, and it kind of makes it glow.
Very cool.
It's another one. And then there's just a lot of texture that we build up on this one. So the feathers kind of maybe start like this. And you might let them dry, or you might go back into them. And then we just kind of build up some texture on top. And on top again. And then if we want it to be darker. So sort of embrace the painterly nature of the owl.
Yeah.
And that.
I'll tell you, it took me a long time to finish mine just because I just kept tinkering with it and tinkering with it.
And it's really, really lovely. Yeah. And we'd love to see them. Yes.
So, well, now that all of you guys are at our YouTube page and you're ready to press play on the video.
And the pauses. We got to talk about the pauses.
Yeah, I did. I said there's going to be great pauses. Yeah.
So what you do is you will come up to an icon that will say pause. It will not pause for you. You click and pause. But the idea being, you don't have to figure out when to do something. Watch the step, do it. And if you need to go back, and then a new step starts. That's the idea.
Yeah, excellent. You're right. Because I should let you guys know too, as someone who's already done the video, that there were plenty of times where I watched the segment twice. So you have the freedom. This is all about you making your own paints, your own from your heart tonight. But before we go, I want to make sure you guys make sure you hit subscribe on the Time for Art subscriptions account and like this video. And Allison, I say break a leg, right?
All right. Thank you. Yes.
Okay. All right, everybody. Good luck. And don't forget to upload your art to our Facebook page at Time for Art Subscriptions at facebook.com. All right.
Yeah. Excellent. And happy painting. And we'll see you Monday.
See you Monday.
All right. Take care.